Hey guys, so for today's video I am going to be filming this look. It is a really pretty burgundy cranberry shade. It is gorgeous. I love it. I think this is my signature look, like my go-to look when I don't know what to do, or like I'm out of ideas, or like I just want something quick. It is really easy to create this. It's very fast, but like it's a very pretty, very red. I love that though. I really enjoyed creating this. I really love this look. And if you guys want to see how I created this, then keep on watching. I've already did my eyebrows. And I'm going to jump straight into the makeup. This is my NW20 concealer for MAC. I'm using to prime my eyelid. And then I'm going to set my eyelid, of course. And to set my eyelid, I'm going to be using my Mercier translucent powder. To set my eyelid, I use this fluffy brush from e.l.f. It's a flawless concealer brush. It's just a fluffy, really fluffy brush. I love the Mercier because I feel like a little bit of powder goes a long way. Unlike the drugstore one. What's it called? Oh my gosh. Airspun. The Airspun powder. Don't get me wrong, I like it and I use it. But I just feel like you have to use quite a bit more than the Mercier when it comes to setting. I was inspired by the Naked Heat palette. Everybody's talking about it. And I've been seeing a lot of red toned looks with it. So that's what inspired me. But of course, I'm not going to use that one because it's not out yet. And I don't get it like all these other makeup gurus do on YouTube yet. So I'm just going to be using the palettes I have. I'm going to use the Modern Renaissance. I'm going to use my Too Faced Peach palette. I'm going to use my Morphe palettes. I use my Morphe palettes for, I think, for every look I do. And then I'm just going to use a fluffy brush, a fluffy blending brush. This is from Scone on it, and it's a blending brush. I got this in my Ipsy bag. It's just a fluffy blending brush. And I'm going to use my peach palette, and from this palette, I'm going to be using this peachy color right in the middle right there. I'm going to be using that as my transition color. I have been into these blown out looks because I have not been into the whole wing liner lately. I love me a wing and all, but lately that's not what I've been into. I'm going to continue using this palette, and I am now going to use, it's called Summer Yum, and I'm just going to throw that in my crease. Let me know if you want an in-depth brow tutorial. I wax my own brows. I shape my own brows. I don't get them done. I don't go to anybody. I have trust issues when it comes to my brows. And then I'm going to go into my Modern Renaissance palette. I'm going to go in with Real Gar. This shade down here. Burnt orange shade. Once I have it all in my crease, I go in and I blend it. Lately, I've been bringing up my transition shade higher than normal. At the time that I do my highlight on my brow bone, I bring up my transition shade a little higher. And then I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is from MUA Makeup Academy Professional, and I actually got, it's a crease brush, 315 crease brush. I actually got this brush at Walgreens. And then I'm going to take Red Ochre from that palette. And I'm gonna concentrate it in my crease. And then I'll go in with my fluffier brush to blend it out. And then I'm gonna take a flat brush, an e.l.f. brush. And it doesn't say what it's called. It's just like a crease blending brush. It's flat, but I use it to blend my crease. I'm gonna use it to do my lid color, and I'm gonna go in with Venetian red. I think that's how you say it. And I'm just gonna put that all over my eyelid. I've already made a dent in this one. I've also been into like all matte eyes, and just a glow in the inner corner and then a glow on your brow bone. And then I'm gonna grab the Real Guard, that burnt orange again, and I'm gonna blend that into my crease. I'm just gonna erase that harsh line that left, the red left. Then I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy brush. But sometimes I do add a little bit of this Love Letter, this pink one. I like to add some in the center, just to add a pop of just a brighter red, you know? Just brightens the look a little. Actually, I like how that looks. I'm gonna put it all over the lid. Put that pink all over the lid. I'm not going too crazy with it. And then I'm just gonna curl my eyelashes before I go in with my eyeliner. Good curl. I'm gonna use my NYX retractable eyeliner in black, and it's waterproof. I'm running out, but I have a backup. I'm gonna line my upper waterline. I like this pencil because it's the only one that doesn't transfer onto my contacts. I'm gonna coat my eyelashes with mascara, and the mascara I've been into, like, it's amazing. I love this mascara. It is the Lashblast Volume from Covergirl. Just gonna do a quick. I do a thicker coat for these lashes. They're pretty thick and long. I've never did I break out ever. Even when I was going through puberty and all that, like, I never broke out. Never, ever. I started breaking out when I started working out. The workouts I do are crazy, and I sweat a lot. So since I started doing that, I've been breaking out. So what I have to do is, as soon as I get home, I have to wash my face. But I'm looking for something to help with these breakouts. Like, I've been doing the charcoal masks, and they've been helping a lot. But I want to know if there's something you guys use that's clear to your face. These are the eyelashes I'm going to use. They're the Grand Glamour from Vegas Nay. This is a packaging for them. Vegas Nay lashes by Eylure and Grand Glamour. These are the ones I'm going to be using. What I like to do is I like to grab the eyelashes from the strip, very top, and then give them a slight curl before I put them on. What makes it easier for me to apply lashes is I squeeze the glue out to the tip of the tube. I'm just cleaning my under eye area, and I touch up my primer, of course. The primer I use is the Kat Von D Lock-It primer. I love it. When I put glue on my eyelashes, I concentrate the most amount on the very ends, because that's where it tends to lift up from. I'm gonna go ahead and use my What's Up from Benefit. I'm gonna rub that on my very end, I like to go over the lash line with some eyeshadow. Kind of gives it a little more definition to my lash line. I use 2 pumps. I like to use my beauty blender for this foundation. I'm using the Lock-It foundation, by the way, by Kat Von D in the shade Light Neutral 48. I like to use my beauty blender because it's a very creamy foundation, and I like that the excess product will stay in here and I won't be cakey. And then I use a full pump for both of my cheeks. So I was using MAC. I had been using MAC for years, but I read an article that a friend of mine shared with me on Facebook. I am an animal lover, and it said that MAC wasn't completely cruelty free. So then I started reading, I started researching, and I don't think it's completely cruelty free. I'd been wanting to try out a new foundation anyway, so I thought I'm gonna try the Kat Von D and I'm gonna see how I like it. So it worked out. Then I asked somebody that used to work at MAC. She explained how it worked, and I don't want to say too much about it just because I don't know if they are cruelty free or not. Like, I'm not for sure. But since I am an animal lover, I did the switch just in case. If I'm wrong, please let me know. If it's not right, if it's not true that that they test on animals, I'd like to know, because I love MAC. I really love MAC. For my concealer, I'm going to use the same NW20 Studio Fix from MAC, and I'm going to use the same flat brush I used to clean up my brows. So that's why I stopped using MAC, maybe like 2-3 months ago. And then I'm gonna go in with L.A Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Porcelain. I'm just gonna use that to highlight. So let me tell you how excited I am about the Naked Heat palette. Cannot wait for that to come out. I always cream contour my nose. I'm using the Camel shade by NYX. It is their Mineral Skin Foundation. It is a stick foundation. I love this brush for my nose contour. I go back with my beauty blender. Then I go back in with my Watts Up and put it on 5 points of my cheekbones. And then I grab my highlight. Again, all I know is I got it in my Ipsy bag, but I have to find out myself because I don't remember the name. For that, I'm gonna use this brush. I got it for every 20. Then I'm gonna set my face. I'm using the Mercier setting powder. Bridge of my nose. I like to take a fluffy brush, powder, and just slightly set the rest of the face. Not too crazy. The MAC products I'm using them because it's what I have left. It's a very pricey brand, so I'm not gonna just throw these away. I'm gonna use what I have left. What I'm doing right now is I'm just warming up the face. I'm using MAC Give Me Sun for that. So that's what I do to warm up. Now, to contour my face, I use my Hoola bronzer. I kind of just go over everything I warmed up. I also set my nose contour, and for that I use this angled small brush. It's an angled shader brush from Royal and Langnickel. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I also got this one in my Ipsy bag, I believe. On the bottom of my lip. Or I clean up my contour. Now for this part, I do use my Airspun for this part of my face. I'm gonna dust off my forehead.
For this part, I use the exact same colors I used in my crease and on my eyelid.
I have some fallout. The powder will catch it. It won't ruin my face. Really like to blow that out. I'm gonna get the red ochre. I'm gonna smudge that on my black lip. Now I'm gonna go in with my inner corner highlight. This is perfect for highlighting your inner corner and your brow bone. I've been using this lately. It's the shimmer powder in the shade Tease from MICA Cosmetics, I think it's called. So I'm gonna take a small flat brush from Wet n Wild. It's the little flat brush. I take some setting spray on it. And oh my gosh, look at, I love it. I love it. For my brow bone, I'm going to be using the same highlight I used earlier. I'm just gonna... Then I grab my fluffy brush. Then I go in with the transition shade I used from my Peach palette. And I'm going to merge my highlight, my transition shade. Get some of that highlight and I'm going to put it on the bridge of my nose. And I leave a little spot right there without any highlight, and then I do the very tip of my nose. And then I grab my highlight brush. And then I just put some more to intensify it. Because there's no such thing as too much highlight. Cupid's bow. I'm going to go into my Morphe 350 palette. I'm just going to kind of go over that. For blush, I think I'm going to use my Milani. I don't know what the shade is on this one. I'm applying it to the apples of my cheeks, right between my highlight and my bronzer. Now I'm going to do my lower lash line. Okay, so for my lips, I'm going to be using the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick Bedtime Flirt. And then I'm going to use also a NYX lip liner in the color, I'll let you read it because I'm not going to be able to say it. It's this shade right here. I don't know if you can see it. That's the shade. I'll put it down in the description box below so you know what the shade is. I just would not be able to pronounce that. Just, I feel like it gives me a poutier, like a pouty lip.
And then gorgeous. Oh my god, I'm in love with this combo.
So that is it for this look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun creating this. It's super warm tones, ideal for summer. Let me know if you liked it. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button. If you recreate the look, please let me see it. I probably didn't do a very good job during the talk through, but I'll get better. I'm working on this, and it is a work in progress. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.